All right, sorry about that. So yeah, Gemini is not understanding Scorpio and the fact that Scorpio is always in a state of trying to overly rebel against some. AKA, if you see somebody, if you're a Scorpio, if you see somebody trying to get too much into what your business is and everything like that, you may play that highly exalted Uranus energy and be like, fuck no, and shit like that. Like, holy shit, that's why it's exalted. Uranus is exalted in Scorpio, meaning that highly rebellious, highly changed energy is lethal. This is really the archetype of why Scorpio is so intense. That Plutonian energy mixed in with that Uranus exalted in fucking Scorpio. Oh shit, man. That's really crazy and everything, because it's like, first of all, Gemini don't even understand that, because Gemini is so curious, and all Gemini is trying to do is gain so much information, and it's just trying to be curious and try to get to know everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? Not so much in a Libra, like, super relatable kind of way, but just like wanting to talk to people just for the sake of maybe people knowing them knowing certain people, having people they can conversate with so they won't get bored. It can play out like all those different ways. But if a Scorpio sees this Gemini coming towards them with this information, a Scorpio may be like, oh shit, this person's about to be, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my... Then the Gemini will be like, whoa, what the fuck? And won't play out as a full opposition. It'd be like, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Maybe I did come off a little, hyper and everything like that. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. And it's not like you actually got punched. It's just like no, I'm not trying to talk right now. You can, is that booger in my nose? I'm not trying to focus on that right now. But anyway, it's like, damn, that threw me the fuck off. I'm so sorry. But anyway, Gemini just is not going to really be highly receptive of that highly rebellious kind of energy, because Gemini is just trying to be a curious motherfucker. Gemini is really just trying to talk to people just to talk to people. They don't really mean no harm when they appear two-faced. It's just their natural energy and everything. However, that mutable air and that fixed water and everything, you know what I'm saying? The air may try to move the ice cube around and everything like that, but it's not doing anything but just moving it to a different location. AKA a Gemini may distance themselves from... A Gemini may not... That's not what I meant to say. A Gemini may distance a Scorpio away from them as far as a Scorpio... No, that's not the word. Push away. That's what I meant to say. They may push a Scorpio away from them if they're like in a relationship with one or they have a friendship with one. The Gemini is too talking and too curious and trying to put unreasonable meaning in resonance, aka Jupiter being away, illogical meaning in resonance, that the breeze is going to just push the ice cube further on down the ocean and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then the Scorpion's going to be like, get the fuck away from me, get the fuck away from me. To the point where a Gemini may have to overprove, like, okay, that's what I'm saying, a Gemini may have to overprove, like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, I do apologize, I did come off as a little too hyper and everything. And that's how, that's why it's a misunderstanding, not a full-on, head-on opposition. But then with the the Venusian aspect, you know what I'm saying, like, Gemini is still very curious. And like I said, that curiosity may trickle down into areas of relatability as far as the air energy in general. So that also plays out where, wait a minute. Anyway, I can't worry about that. That plays out to where that Venus being away in Scorpio, that means that Scorpios aren't really they really aren't in the mood to compromise with people. And they really aren't in the mood to really want to be too relatable because, like I said, they have their own intentions that they're trying to drive themselves towards. They don't mean no harm. They just would rather not really be relatable right now because they feel like if they were to be relatable, that basically it's like they feel like them being relatable, they may expose themselves. Not expose themselves. Well, it could play out like that, but more so like they may give their hand too much, and then this person that they're relating to may actually play out energies of taking advantage of them. So it's a very tricky, it's a very, icky energy too at the same time. And then the moon falling here means that the moon is fallen, meaning that, once again, Scorpios may not even react the right way, may not even react in time to Gemini's high acidity. That may not even be the right word to use, but hyper energy and everything like that, and that over talkative energy may play out to circumstances to where, you know what I'm saying, the Scorpio may not react the right way or just not react in general, and then over time it may build up to where not the Scorpio, but the Gemini may say the wrong thing by talking too much, so the Scorpio will be like overreact and be like, man, I told you not to say that, and it'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, damn, I really didn't mean it like that and everything. So, like I said, and then, you know what I mean, with Jupiter being away in general in Gemini, you may appear illogical for being too curious. You may appear unwise for being too much into other people's business and shit like that. You may see, you know what I'm saying, you're not seen as a person who people can get their advice from, because it's like, damn, like you're already in this person's ear, or in this person's ear, you're in this person's pants, this person's, you know what I'm saying, like it could play out like those kind of wild energies and everything. And then with mutable air, aka familiarity, and mutable air like gossiping, and then the 8th house, which is secrets and keeping things behind closed doors, that's the misunderstanding in a nutshell. Geminis don't know how to keep a goddamn secret. Not all the time. Based upon your alignments, you may have it, but like I said, this is just the overall misunderstanding energy of Gemini. Now, Capricorns also are Geminis also misunderstand Capricorns too. Now, quick rundown of Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn, meaning that Capricorn draws out the blueprint. They like to make sense out of a particular plan that they're trying to formulate to be able to reach a particular goal, aka Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Meaning they may be too they may be highly motivated to go towards a certain situation, but because it's exalted and it's over exhaustion energy, it plays out to a situation to where you may actually burn yourself out based upon you being so overly passionate about a particular project that you may have been working on. So it could play out like that too. However, the moon is away in Capricorn too, which also plays out to where Capricorns are unemotional. Capricorns don't know how to react the right way to how other people feel and everything. They're like, okay, I got this goal. Okay, cool. I got this blueprint. Okay, you're crying. You got tears running down the damn blueprint. Okay, I'm pissed. I'm about to punch you in the motherfucking face and everything. AKA, that's where the dry aspect of Capricorn is coming from and everything. But it's all good and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's no harm done. This is just the basic archetype. But Jupiter falls in Capricorn. This is where Jupiter being away in Gemini relates to this energy. Basically meaning that this is where Geminis understand Capricorn a little more than Scorpios, but not 100% all the way based upon just energies in general. But anyway, okay, so Gemini doesn't understand, you know what I'm saying, how to fully see the reality, like firm grip of reality, because Gemini's too much talking to other people. It's like trying to get too many ideas about too many different things and too many different topics and everything. So that in general, Capricorn is going to look at it like, you're not being realistic. You're not seeing the reality of this situation. I don't really understand why you're being so communicative and too curious right now, but you need to ground yourself. You need to ground your mind. You need to ground your communication style, all this good shit and everything. Mars being exalted, you know what I'm saying, once again, Capricorn may, that spear and that shield, which that's where the origin of the symbol of Mars comes from. You know what I'm saying? That spear and that shield, or that sword and that shield that you have, you hold that up to the utmost degree. You hold that up to the utmost degree if someone is trying to get too much into your business and too much into your mind and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? With the Gemini playing out too much curiosity-based energy, the Capricorn may be like, pow, get the fuck. Now, Capricorn may actually knock you the fuck out, really, because Mars is exalted here. So it's just like super, 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 super highly exalted. So be careful. Anyway, the moon being away here too, like I said, Capricorns may be unemotional to what a Gemini may have to express or expand upon, or have to just, you know, as far as the information that they receive, a Capricorn be like, okay, what plan do you have to bring to the table, though, at the same time? Even though a Gemini may not be bringing their plan, they're just communicating just for the sake of communicating, just for more of a relatability kind of energy that Gemini yearns for as far as jumping into the 7th house, aka Libra. Now, this is where Gemini and Capricorn understand each other a little more, because Jupiter falls in Capricorn and Jupiter's away in Gemini, And what that means is, even though Gemini may have to overly put meaning and reasons onto things, or over experience based upon it just only gaining the information, but now it has to experience these things, a Capricorn may think that the things that it experiences are the right things to do, and that no other experience can top this experience or the blueprint of this experience. Meaning that it could play out to where, Capricorns understands where a Gemini is coming from and everything like that. As far as, gaining so much information and everything like that, it can respect and be like, you see what I'm saying and everything like that? Well, you don't have to always go through a broad experience and everything like that. You made your own way. You got your own meaning and reasoning based upon information that you gathered and everything like that. You didn't have to experience a damn thing. You had your own mind and everything like that. That's the same thing with me and everything. Like, people say that the experiences that I went through and everything like that are unrealistic and not unrealistic. They say the experiences I went through, man, I tell them that that's the be all end all, or whatever the fuck you say it as. That's the end all be all. And man, I gain structure. I write out the blueprint. I go to this blueprint every day. I go into my notebook. I write down how to go through this experience, how to deal with the experience, how to emotionally experience it, how to soak it in and everything like that. And what you got to realize is that Jupiter is ruled by fire and water. I didn't mean to get so pumped up and everything, but that energy from Mars and everything like that going into Mercury, it's like passionate communications now and everything. So at the same time, that was also inspired by Uriel in a lot of different ways too. But I'm not triple fire. I'm double water with air. So it plays out a little different. I have Mars in Leo too. And I have Jupiter in Sagittarius. So it's there's a little fire there, but I have no Aries energy. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, Jupiter is more in tune with like Sag, Cancer, and Pisces. Meaning that when the things that you experience are not based upon earthly or communication or logical-esque energies. AKA, you got shot. A Capricorn may be that person to tell you like, oh, you just got to think about it, man. You just got to mind over matter. Mind over matter and everything like that, brother. Mind over matter. And then you may be like, this shit doesn't work and everything like that for me. I don't fucking get this and everything like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe the absolute reverse and everything like that. A Capricorn may feel like, okay, you need to use this herbs. Actually, that's the better example to use. The Capricorn, you need to use this herb and this, and that. You need to use anything material. Like if you got shot in the leg, that's an experience. Jupiter. So we got shot in the leg, and a Capricorn is like, okay, you need to take the bullet out this way. You need to go to the doctor, da-da-da-da-da. Basically, earthly-based shit. But a Capricorn thinks that this is the right thing to do and that it knows it all and everything. But because it appears that this is logical and that this is a more structured way to go about this experience. But what you have to realize is that you may have to have mind over matter. You may have to just kind of meditate and just kind of like think the shit away and everything like that, and just be like, okay, or think a situation or emotionally absorb a situation into your space to where you actually manifest, actual remedies for you to, rectify your experience. You know what I'm saying? But, Capricorns think that their experiences or, the blueprint that they set for the experience is going to work for everybody. But this is where Capricorns are highly mistaken. Also, third house but that's how Gemini slightly understand Capricorns, because it more so kind of like oh, you mean this person does it like this too? Ah, shit, I can understand it and everything. But then they can kind of look at the Capricorn like, oh, this Capricorn looks more like a fool than me. At least with me, at least people are just like, okay, you just have to you got all this knowledge. I gathered all this knowledge, but now I just have to experience it and actually experience it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being looked at as a fool or anything like that. It's just like, okay, you just got to do it this way and everything. You know what I'm saying? No harm done. But with Jupiter falling, it may play out